So it totally makes sense that a lot of people wouldn't want to hire criminals to be their employees. You might not want to work with people with a criminal record, and you wouldn't want to hire them if that was your job. But New York law actually says that there are situations where you may have to hire someone despite their prior criminal record.
As cities across the country employ safety ambassadors, it seems like their vetting process is in question. Welcome to another installment of the Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is brought to you by P.A.N. Firearms, LLC, P.A.N. Firearms, NRA certification, and multifaceted gun training. You can reach us at 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.panfirearmsllc.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description box. And if you like my channel, like my content, and what I do here, you can support me with the link. Everything is appreciated. Let's talk about this. I came across this very, very interesting article. Now, if you are up with the news and what's going on, cities like Chicago, New York are employing what they call safety ambassadors, unarmed people who go around and try, to police the community to a degree, but they're like prevention specialists, as they call them, which, as you can see from Chicago, just aren't working.
He took this video 1 week ago of one man vandalizing another's car, then them both fighting in the street. Looking on are the city's security ambassadors, 2 of the 85 unarmed men and women hired to help make West Hollywood safer. Last summer, the city voted to remove 5 deputies to launch this program.
Okay. Now, there's a problem that has now arisen from this whole thing. It seems that a number of these safety ambassadors that they're employing are just as much criminals as the criminals that the city is dealing with. I'm going to come right into here. I want to thank, this is from the NRA, Institute Legislative Action, but delusional city leadership. Criminals are making our city safer. Okay. In much the same way that shoplifting has become shopping in progressive run cities and gun control is rebranded as responsible solutions, one of the left's approaches to public safety is funding ex-cons and felons to quell crime. A recent alert highlighted a problem with non-traditional policing alternatives to public safety that employ violence interrupters or community safety ambassadors. Rather than helping to fight crime, the peacekeepers were in some cases actually contributing to it. Based on a random selection of news reports, violence interrupters have been accused of illegally possessing guns while they were out on bond. So much for gun control. For illegally possessing guns, Chicago charged with unlawful use of weapons, heroin possession, this is getting good, and possession of controlled substance after police allegedly found a loaded pistol and bags of suspected crack cocaine and heroin. Chicago, accused of destroying evidence linked to a murder, St. Louis, and sentenced to 17 years in jail for a strangling, Louisville, Kentucky. While the premise of the whole peacekeeper program may be that those hired for the role likely have a criminal past and thus street cred, the alert advised that the vetting process to ensure future peacekeepers have truly abandoned their criminal ways need to be refined. Well, no kidding. That's just amazing. So the people they're hiring are criminals themselves, but these are the people who are supposed to be quelling the crime when they're participating in crime, including illegal gun use. But I'm going to come down to here. It seems violence interrupter for New York City has been interrupted in more than just his activism. Several news outlets have reported that Michael Rodriguez, 48, described as director of Bronx anti-violence program, listed as part of Mayor Eric Adams' plan to curb shootings, has been arrested along with more than a dozen others in a huge drug and gun bust. The arrest followed a lengthy investigation, Operation Hide in Plain Sight, of a narcotics trafficking network by Orange County, New York law enforcement. Officials say they found over 1.5 kilograms of cocaine, under $65,000 worth, in United States currency, scales, a money counter, and unlicensed Ruger 380 caliber pistol, an unlicensed Bondar 357 caliber handgun, a vacuum sealed digital scales, and jewelry estimated to have a value of approximately $50,000 in Rodriguez's Westchester County home. Charges against him reportedly include, besides the drug conspiracy counts, felony charges for criminal possession of firearms. These are the people that are supposed to be, making things better on the streets and removing law enforcement, defunding law enforcement to fund this. There you go. This is just going to work out. Rodriguez's organization, Bronx Rise Against Gun Violence, works to rise against gun violence when they have illegal firearms, works to promote safer streets, and deploys violence interrupters as part of that mission. Bragg was one of the entities listed as a community partner in Mayor Adams' blueprint to end gun violence in 2022, a plan for action towards removing guns from New York City streets to protect communities and create a safe, prosperous city. Bragg partnered with Students in Anti-Gun Environment, or AGE, to speak against gun violence in May, and was included as a partner in the New York City Anti-Gun March for Our Lives, for which the lion's share of the support and funding was provided by Michael Bloomberg, Everytown gun control conglomerate. Boy, I bet you he feels stupid. Well, maybe not. But isn't that just irony at its best? Here are the people screaming about gun control which only affects the law-abiding, while they got criminals they are just propping up, who are going to supposedly end the gun violence in their city, when they are just as much a part of the problem of gun violence as the people on the streets. You scratch your head, right? You really scratch your head. Talk about just going in completely the wrong direction. But I just thought that this is hysterical. When I saw this, I said, that's hysterical. In order to curb gun violence, they bring alleged felons who are illegally carrying guns to come and help with the problem of gun violence. I have a hard time saying it. But at the same time, they make laws against good people claiming it will curb gun violence. Do you not see the irony? Do you I just thought that was just unbelievable and hysterical at the same time, and damn well disturbing. But that's how it is, people. We are upside down. This society's upside down. And this is just another example of it. You keep hearing every weekend, after a whole lot of shootings, you hear the new woke mayor. I thought Chicago could never, Lori Lightfoot, I thought she was going to be the worst thing that Chicago ever experienced. And here comes Brandon Johnson. He's like, hold my beer. Because this dude's just taking them down the road to absolute destruction. Every weekend, this dude got an excuse for all the people that lose their lives or get shot over the weekend. Every time he gets in front of the cameras. Remember what he said about when a reporter asked him about the situation with downtown Chicago. Listen to what he says here.
System of care that's going to be necessary in order to bring structure and calm in the city.
Quick follow-up, when you say trends, what do you mean? Can you give us an example of a couple of the trends you're seeing?
Oh, you're not aware of some of these large gatherings?
You're talking about the mob actions?
Well, no, that's not appropriate. We're not talking about mob actions. I didn't say that.
What happened Sunday?
Okay, hold on a second, okay? Respectfully, these large gatherings,
That caused damage.
These large gatherings, just hold on a second, y'all. I promise you, we have time to talk. It's important that we speak of these dynamics in an appropriate way. This is not to obfuscate what is actually taking place, but we have to be very careful when we use language to describe certain behavior.
This is why these progressive liberal cities with all their gun control are failing miserably. Miserably. Oh, don't call them a mob. No, you can't call them that. Yeah, you can. They're thugs. It's a mob. Deal with it as such. But this is the road we're heading down. Where I keep saying they're holding the public, to a higher standard than the criminals. And it seems that they're hiring the criminals who are still in the act of criminal activity to police the people, supposedly to police these people. Gotta love it, right? But let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, there's any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified the next time a video goes live. I will see you on the next one. Peace.